Hey, it's Chico, and if you are struggling with cold calling, and not getting any leads, or you're paying pay per lead companies, which means that you're paying 175, 100, $150 per lead, then you have got to see this, because when you see this, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Chico, this is exactly what I need. Let me show you. Hey, so people are always asking, or man, you might be one of those people that say, hey, how does it work with these ad accounts, right? If you set up Facebook ads, how quickly can I get leads? Is it immediate? Well, we typically get leads the same day. So I'm going to share with you actually one, two, three, four, five, six different ad accounts that we set up over the last few days, say the last week, in which and share with you the performance, right? This one here is a nationwide campaign that we're running. 7 leads at $21 per lead, right? 7 leads at $21 per lead. Here's another campaign. This is a DMA campaign. So a DMA is kind of in between counties and nationwide. So it's a market zone. Like, for example, you have the Houston DMA, which encompasses not only Houston, Texas, but all the surrounding areas, right? So it's just a different way of targeting. So here we have 9 leads at $17 per lead. Here is another nationwide campaign. This one is 10 leads at $16 per lead. This one here has been running the last 7 days. This is 13 leads at $27 per lead. This is targeting states. There's another one. This one is targeting states, and this one here is 11 leads at $274 dollars total. So that's a total of $24 per lead. I know for a fact that this campaign has so far between, if I go here and I go maximum on these 2 campaigns that ran here, we have spent $629, and there's already an assignment of contract for $12K. We got to close that puppy, but still, and we still got more leads. Here's another one. This one is 17 leads at $27. This is states. And these campaigns, if I show you this one's been running for a while. Let's say the last 30 days, just to give you an idea. This is what they run. So you can see here that this is, let me go back here. The date is here on the lower left-hand side. You see it, 7/16. So you can see the number of leads. The result is the lead. So you can see the number of leads coming in, 4, 5, 2. It fluctuates. Some days it even had 0, while Facebook decides and changes on the audience, and then it gets back on track. Every so often you get, see, this is a trick. When it does this, it doesn't mean the campaign is dead. It just means that it's resetting and it finds a new audience. And look at all the leads that it's producing. Definitely made money off of this campaign. So now I don't want to keep you in suspense. So let me see if I could share with you what would be the creatives that are working here. So you have a chance to see. Actually, we don't want to do that. And I'll tell you this for a second because I want to share you something else with you. So let's look at this. So this is, some of the leads. We have a couple leads from images, We got lots of leads from video creatives. Let's see here. This campaign actually is a little different. This one has, more leads from images. Some of the campaigns have, we put everything in there, right? So we put both images and ads. So images and video. So here, if I do breakdown by image, let's see what this one is. Last 7 days. These are images. Let's see here. This one, the video here has done good. This video has done well. So I figured I'd show you, behind the scenes in terms of how easy it is, if done correctly, to have a channel like Facebook perform well. Now, some people say, well, Chico, are these Facebook leads the same as the famous PPC leads, the ones that everybody wants? Here's the thing. You have to think about this. You have to think about it less about the mechanism and more about the person, right? in the past, it used to be when somebody sat down at a computer and they typed in "sell my house fast," and then they entered their information on the website that they found. They closed the computer, and then what did they do? They went and did like nothing, because there was no social media. I don't know what they did back then. Maybe they went and had sex, and or maybe played around in the grass. Who knows? But they did something. But there was nowhere else to go but the computer closed it. So that means when you call that person, you had them all to yourself. But what happens now? What happens now is they go on the computer, on Google, type in "sell my house fast." They click on your ad. They click and you get the lead. And of course, you paid $150, $200 for that lead. And then what the prospect does is they go here and they go on their phone. And guess what they start to do? They start to scroll Facebook and they start to scroll Instagram. And then what they see is my ad. And they click on that too, because they're like, well, might as well get multiple offers. And when they do that, I get the lead. But I pay $20 and you paid a lot more money. So when you think about it from the perspective of the human is everywhere. And so where is the best way to get a hold of that human? And so that's number one. It's when people say, hey, the quality leads less on Facebook than they are on PPC. And some people say, no, the leads are not that great. Maybe you're doing something wrong. I have no idea what you're doing. But if you do it correctly, you're gonna get good quality leads. And a lot of these accounts that I showed you have some of them they're all pretty new. I got one that is a couple weeks old that already has a deal in place for $12K based on a little bit under $700 spent. And again, if you are going with a paper lead company, then they're going to charge you, nationwide $75, sometimes as much, I've seen as much as $150, $200. But if you're paying $200 a lead, let's just say let's give them some grace. Let's say you're paying $100 a lead. For that same lead, you can get 5 here, which means that if you spend $1,000 and only get 10 leads, right? If you spent $1,000 and only get 10 leads, because it's $100 each lead, you would get 40 here. You would get 4 times the lead. Sometimes even better. Sometimes it could be 50 leads. And so, especially if you're brand new, you need the repetitions. Is every lead, like the question becomes, is every lead, Chico, going to be like primo, like all these sellers, they want full retail value? Of course they do. Most people do. A very small percentage of the leads are good. And I had this discussion with one of our clients in our partner program, in that, let's say you generate 40 to 50 leads. You have to assume that 40 of them are going to be crap. They're going to ask for too much money. They're in a rural area. It's just not going to do anything with. You have to narrow that down to figure out what are the top 10 of those that might be a possibility. And you narrow that down even further to then the handful of ones that if all you did was do a deal, and our average assignment fee is $15K, right? We know we have a lot of tools, etc. But let's just say use our average $15K assignment, and if all you did was spend $1,000 to make $15K, and if only one of those leads ended up being a deal, that is amazing money. You'd want to do that all day long. And then you have this campaign running in the background. You could be doing something else. You could be rolling in the grass. You could be having sex. You could be doing whatever you want. I don't place any restrictions, but while you're doing whatever you're doing, you could be dancing. That campaign is running in the background and it's producing leads. And if you want more leads, you just simply turn on the knob and turn it on. And I'm really passionate about this because I do talk to a few of you. I've talked to a few of you on this channel because you raise your hand and say, hey, Chico, I'm interested. And you reach out with a link in the description, shameless plug. And then I hear you. I hear the pain in your voice. Chico, I'm doing cold calling and it just hurts my soul. And I hurt with you. And I want to get you out of that. I want to get you out of the cold calling penitentiary. Because I can tell you this. If you did one thing in your real estate business that could dramatically affect everything, one is you need more leads. If you get more leads, you have more opportunities. You can do more stuff. You could get better. There's so many things that you can do. Now, granted, yes, you need to be able to talk to these people and have a decent conversation. But again, we're moving to a less of a sales conversation, less of a twisting their arm conversation, and more of a sifting and sorting Okay, you get 50 leads, sift and sort. Which ones are good, which ones are not. That one's crap, that one's crap. Hey, that one's good. Let's go after that one. Let's really hone in on that one. Discard the rest. That's what you got to do. Funny, I'm talking to you and the mic, but this thing isn't working because I'm talking to the camera. Anyway, that's what I'm here to tell you. So if you're interested, you can click the link in the description and you can learn more about how we can help you. Or one of these videos here. As always, check them out. And I would love to get you out of the cold calling penitentiary. Even if you don't have my help, find the help and get out of it. It is agony to hear of your complaints about how hard it is to cold call. And if all you did was just get those warm incoming leads, your life would change and you'd have more time for sex.